Isn't it? What do you want to see from Chesterfield?
Hello everybody, welcome to your live watch along of Chesterfield versus Solihull Moors in the National League. Let's go and get the 3 points. Come on Chesterfield, come on boys.
And yeah, we'll really get behind the Spyrites and I think they'll do it today.
Stato, I guess you're still beaming from that result last Tuesday. How big a 3 points was that?
It was a fantastic 3 points for us. League leaders come to Solihull Moors. Not often we get the chance to beat them. We've done them, we've got the 3 points, clean sheet in the bag as well. So all systems go for today.
You want to start the new year positively. You've got to navigate, though, the next 3 games without your captain, your ever-present captain, Jamie Grimes. How big a miss is he going to be?
Oh, it's going to be a massive loss for us in these next few games. It's been quite solid at the back, especially this season, and yeah, it's a big loss to lose your captain, but the thing is with Chesterfield's squad, we've got the players to bring in, and that's a good thing.
Come on boys! Come on Chesterfield!
It's going to be a very tough game. Again, it's the league leaders, but we beat them once. What can we do today?
Those are the thoughts then from our Spyrite fans and our Solihull Moors fans. As you can see, the players are coming out ready for kick-off, so time to hand you...
Come on lads!
Commentary duo and say a Happy New Year to Adam Virgo. And first, Adam Summerton.
Thank you, Natalie. Afternoon, everyone, and a Happy New Year to everyone too. High hopes for 2024 in this part of the East Midlands. Chesterfield riding high at the top of the National League, on course for a record-breaking points tally. They've won their last 13 home games. Solihull's task a significant one, but...
Go on lads! Go Chesterfield!
Solihull, of course, have promotion ambitions of their own. Well, Jamie Grimes, Chesterfield's captain, misses his first National League game of the season, suspended after a red card in Boxing Day's reverse fixture. His absence accounts for one of 4 changes made today by Paul Cook. In come Brandon Horton.
So keep your questions coming, folks.
Armando Dobra, who has 7 goal involvements in his last 5 starts. Tom Naylor wears the armband in the absence of Grimes.
And me, folks.
Is named an unchanged side, the same Solihull 11 that began their win over Chesterfield on Boxing Day. Alex Whitmore, a recent arrival from Fylde, is up against a former employer. He was part of the Chesterfield squad, relegated from the EFL in 2018. The creativity of Jamie Osborne, very important to this side. Only 3 National League players have more assists this season. And Adam Virgo is alongside me. Tom Naylor, Adam, is somebody that you picked out for us to keep an eye on today. He's having a great season.
He's having a great season, and talking about experience coming into the central midfield area has been vitally important for why Chesterfield have been so successful. When you're talking about missing players outside of he comes out the team, they're not quite the same, but in terms of his leadership, is the way that he breaks up play, the way that he controls the game, huge player for Chesterfield. Player that certainly feel you can keep him fit and you can get him going. Matty Warburton is certainly a really effective player for Andy Wing's side. When you're playing away from home against the sides of Chesterfield, then you're going to be looking for late midfield runners into that box. We know he can score goals. We know what he can do in that.
Go Chesterfield! Nah!
Could be a big player for Solihull Moors today.
Well, Andy Winga, former Chesterfield player, although it was just a brief stay on loan from Brighton in the 29-10 season, made 11 appearances. He's doing a good job at Solihull. I thought that was a fascinating interview that we heard with Paul Cook ahead of the game. Said, we feel this season it's our time. He's made 4 changes for the 3rd National League game in a row. It maybe does really underline and emphasise just how much strength and depth they have at Chesterfield right now. He was talking about that a little bit before the game as well. Improvements on last season when they narrowly missed out in the promotion final. But this is 1st against 4th Chesterfield season so far. Nothing short of outstanding. 59 points is a club record after 24 league matches. But now they need, as Paul Cook was saying, to see it through. The gap at the top is close to 4 points, but this one of 3 games in hand that the Spyrites have on Bromley. Solihull have shown they know how to beat Chesterfield. We wonder though, Adam, can they do it for the 2nd time in less than a week? It's a big ask.
Well, it's a big ask for Andy Wing's side, and no side have come here this season.
Game is on the way, Chesterfield for the Solihull Moors. Let's go, the Spyrites.
The league, Adam, but also in the FA Cup as well, as Portsmouth found out when they came here. a side that is filled with confidence, a side that is playing well, not as a team but as a squad, and players coming from outside to come in and keep that momentum going. I have to say the defeat to Solihull in their previous game was just one of those days at the office. I wouldn't say it was a bad performance, maybe they could have come away with something, however.
Come on, Chesterfield, nah. Chesterfield, we're Chesterfield, nah.
Oldacre. Freckleton with the ball wide to Horton. Sparrites aiming for a Football League return, the title favourites very well placed.
Come on, Chesterfield.
Seek to reach the EFL for the very first time. There are exciting weeks and months ahead for both of these clubs. This where 2024 starts for them both on this New Year's Day. As Chesterfield look to go on the attack here, intercepted by James Clark initially.
Come on, Chesterfield, nah.
Better recent record than most against the Sparrites. They've won 3 of the last.
Much appreciated for this, mate. You're welcome.
For Chesterfield and a draw in that time. Andy Wing was saying, though, wasn't he, to Natalie before the game, Adam, how he feels that.
Come on, Chesterfield, nah. We're Chesterfield, we're Chesterfield, nah.
Performance against Oldham, you think about that really heavy defeat against Altrincham and that poor result against Gateshead. Those kind of run of results when you have a really good start to the season and maybe accepting expectations early on.
We're we're Chesterfield.
It's Jacobs, whose first touch just let him down a bit. Naylor. Dobra was calling for it. There's Dobra. Clark was there again for Solihull. Maycock. Osborne to Kelly. Pacey Freckleton there first for Chesterfield.
Certainly be interesting seeing this Chesterfield back line will certainly.
Go on, Sparrites!
Side of Beckett, Kelly and Warburton. Those players in the final third. Jamie Grimes, a huge miss in that central midfield, central defence area in terms of the captain, but his leadership as well and the importance he has on this side.
King is on the same wavelength as Jacobs. Yeah, Grimes hasn't just started, the captain, until today, every game of this season in the National League. Also started every game of last season as well.
I mean, it's been a
Come on, boys!
for Paul Cook in terms of his leadership, and I think he's actually made him a better player in terms of his all-round game. And it certainly will be a big loss for them. One thing I will say about Paul Cook's side, they've got a good squad now of players to combat injuries and suspensions if and when needed.
He was saying in a recent interview, Jamie Grimes, that he wishes he'd had Paul Cook's guidance when he was a younger player. He says, if I had done, I'd have played higher in the game. He feels he's 32 now. Signed a new long-term contract.
Go boys!
Beck looking for Kelly. The offside flag goes up, but those two do link up well, don't they? There's a good understanding, the big man, little man combination.
Yeah, I mean, they're two quality players. Mark Beck is certainly one of those players at this level, can be very effective. Necessarily scored an abundance of goals. And Josh Kelly, we've spoken about time and time again, his movement, his finishing, his quality. Certainly an EFL player there, in my opinion.
I might have done him a slight disservice to say big man, little man. He's not little, but he is compared to anyone who's compared to Mark Beck, isn't he? .5, Mark Beck. It's time now that we see.
Just right down the ringer.
Back again on Jacobs. It's King with the cross. It's a good ball.
Oh, Greg. Ball got crossed in, and what header by Will Greg. Well saved by the Solihull Moors keeper.
Try and weave in as many crosses as he can. Just inside and outside there of Craig. Maybe just a little push in the back there on Clark and that far post area. good save at the end, nevertheless.
Yeah, Jeff King's start against Solihull on Boxing Day was his first in the National League since the 7th of October. Which, if anything, Adam says how strong this Chesterfield squad is. The fact that Jeff King, for me,
right down the winger, we are Chesterfield.
Individually, we've spoken about his qualities in a Halifax shirt, and we've certainly spoken about his qualities in a Chesterfield shirt, but whether or not Paul Cook feels the way that he plays, Jeff King can fit into that style. I mean, when you've had
Come on, Chesterfield.
coming at right back, and you've also had Williams there as well, not necessarily out and out right backs taking your place, then it can always be a frustration for Jeff King. But we certainly know when he does play, he can provide a lot of assists and goals as well.
was named in the National League Team of the Year last season. Oldacre. Freckleton. Over from Walton down the line. It's a big ask to keep it in.
Oh, okay.
Well, early on, not surprising.
Unlucky.
Solihull Moors are just going to sit back deep and stop that spacing behind for players to make the run into. Certainly effective way that Paul Cook's side does play. Andy Wing's team are going to be dropping back deep in their numbers in their own half.
Okay, Harry Tyra. Of course, several other games kicking off right now, or have done at 3 o'clock in the National League. And York City have taken the lead against Gateshead. Will Davis with that one. Well taken as well.
Come on, Chesterfield.
Horton. A goal from Will Davis, of course, the first of the calendar year, the new calendar year in the National League. And he had just 4 years.
Go, Chesterfield. Nah.
What did you make of his interview before the game? Adam, I thought it was fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, he's always a good talker on camera, isn't he, Paul Cook? Certainly has a lot to say and doesn't really hold back his words sometimes. I think there does come a time, and I think it's great as a player when you're in that dressing room, when your manager comes out and says it's our time. They'll certainly believe that within themselves, but when your manager comes out publicly and not necessarily says we're going to run away with the league, but it's our time to be promoted, the players will certainly thrive off that. And
Go on, Spirits. Go on, Spirits. Go on, Spirits.
I think it's taken him about 18 months now to get the squad that he's wanted, the star, the player that he's wanted, the players in as well. We've seen this season with the records that they are setting at the moment. It's been a wonderful season for them so far.
The bit I found most fascinating was when he said when he drove away or walked away, whatever it was, from Wembley after the defeat to Notts County, he said, I was so comfortable with the results, the fact that they lost at Wembley. He said, look, Notts County deserved to go up, that wasn't our time, maybe it will be now.
Yeah, I mean, I concur exactly the same feelings that he had. That on another day, they could have won that penalty shootout, and the late goal that Notts County got as that equaliser could have been another thing, if buts and maybes, and hindsight's a wonderful thing in football, but I was the same when I walked away from Wembley that day. I did feel that Chesterfield would start this season immediately as favourites, and certainly the pulling power of bringing in players that he knows, like the Greg and Naylors of these world, that always going to strengthen your squad.
It's not easy though, is it? Because we've seen teams like Torquay, like Solihull have a big hangover having not won a promotion final.
Yeah, I mean, Bournemouth probably another prime example of that as well. It's a fair point to make that a playoff defeat in the National League, I think, is as hard as any, especially in the. I think the only one I can really concur is maybe the Championship up into the Premier League.
Walton. Freckleton.
Go on, Spirits. Go on, Spirits.
Off the head of Greg and drop for Clark. They've been surprisingly slow starters, Chesterfield, at home in the National League. 20 of their last 21 National League goals at home have been scored in the second half of games. They've only got 5 first-half home goals this season, 29 though in the second half. An incredible contrast there.
It is. I know they've scored late goals this season and won many a points late in games.
1-0 Pompey. Pompey 1-0 up against Stevenage.
Teams against them can play on that front foot and try and control the game in the first 15 minutes.
Chesterfield's defeat to Solihull on Boxing Day was the first time they'd failed to score in any game this season, in any competition. You had to go back to February. They do have to go back to February since they lost back-to-back league matches, and no team has done a league double over them since the 2021 season. Solihull aiming to do that today. Holclough, the player, down. Palmer. Jacobs. Horton. Palmer. King. Horton. It's Palmer again. Did well there considering how high the bounce was.
Free kick, well done, ref.
There's the free kick, Holclough.
They did really well there. Solihull Moors want Chesterfield to do. They want them to play the long ball. Did excellently well there. Times now, just a quick successions at Mentor, just giving away soft free kicks. It's a real opportunity for Chesterfield to really test Solihull Moors defensively from this set play.
Well, King is stood there with Holclough. King, such a great source of creativity last season, particularly from set pieces. He got 12 assists in the league. Will he be the man to take this? Looks as though he will. And there's plenty of movement in the box. Pushed away by Hayes. Oldacre.
Come on, Chesterfield.
Horton with the chance to shoot. Cleared by Maycock up towards Kelly. Kelly's done well here. Looking to hold up Horton. A chance to shoot. A touch on it from Tyra.
It's really good play there. Exposing the counter-attack really well there, Solihull Moors. Josh Kelly brought that down so well. Just one of those awkward bounces, it doesn't always go your way, but managed to get out of his feet and use his strength to get that shot towards Tyra's goal.
Come on, Chesterfield.
Ball that gets Grigg involved.
Yes!
Hart was there to get it away. Good defending. And Morrison puts it into touch. The game just got a little bit more stretched in the last minute. Craig. Dobra. Holclough against Clark. Good skill from Holclough.
Good.
Pushed away by Hayes.
Good effort.
Quite late. Driven in by Naylor.
It's really important that as deep as Solihull are playing in this game, when that ball gets cut back, you've got to go and squeeze the pressure, go and squeeze the ball as quickly as possible.
King. Jacobs with the early cross in, looking for Grigg. There are others arriving.
Here we go. On, Chesterfield!
It's pretty rewarding that, to say on 2 occasions now that James Clark has been in an excellent position centrally to read those crosses that come into the box. Done that well down that right-hand side, in particular Chesterfield. They've got the ball out their feet, they're just whipping early balls in for players to go and attack.
Maycock is the player being spoken to along with Dobra. The signal from King. Here comes his corner. Well, Palmer got something on it, but Solihull managed to get it clear only as far as Horton. And Colclough will get it on it again. Another chance to
Where's the
cross.
ball? Ah.
Good claim this time by Nick Hayes.
I think the Paul Cook side have just got to be patient in this first half so far. I think the pleasing aspect is, despite not scoring, they've had a couple of testing balls that have gone into the box that have had to be defended well by Solihull.
Chesterfield, nah, Chesterfield, all the way, Chesterfield, all the way.
To take positives from that. It's not when you're creating chance and you're not getting crosses into the box, then it certainly becomes a frustration. I think Chesterfield could be fairly pleased with the way they've started so far against a side who's dropping very deep against them.
Colclough. Cleared by Clark. Back-to-back wins for Solihull coming into this. It was much needed after losing 4 league games in a row before that. Defeat to Solihull on Boxing Day ended a run of 6 wins in a row in all competitions for Chesterfield. We've certainly had, as we would have expected, Adam, the better of the ball in the first 17 minutes or so here, but there is that threat, isn't there, on the counter of Solihull that we'll probably see more of as the game goes on.
Will do. I mean, it's an area that I think sides have exposed this season already. I think it's an area that Paul Cook has been questioned time and time again about this high line. Maybe with the lack of clean sheets, however, with the abundance of goals that they are scoring, that's certainly been effective, but it's a kind of cat and mouse game that he does play, exposing himself at the back, however, certainly becomes more effective on the front, and Solihull need to be patient with that opportunity and chance, which they've done so far. Just with that one chance from Josh Kelly.
Sliced into touch by Harry Tyra. Just by this point on Boxing Day, Solihull were 2-0 up against Chesterfield. Osborne. Benton is offside.
Hopefully his sake that it reminds me we got that one wrong, because when you're looking down the line, you see the amount of time and space that Osborne's got on the ball. You shouldn't be offside in those areas, a yard off. Frustrating that one there.
Started 4 in a row. Benton, his best run in the side since he was brought in from Aveley. Oldacre.
Chesterfield, all the way. Go on, Spy Rights. Sorry, folks, not a lot has happened in this game.
This is Freckleton. Dobra loves to pick up these sort of positions. Excellent close control he has as well, and has found Palmer. Pulled across well.
Yes! Oh!
Goodness me.
Oh, Chesterfield not scored.
That's Solihull.
I think the first save here, it's just a world-class save. Brilliant through ball there, and you think Dobra is going to get himself a goal. It's actually cleared off the line. I thought it was a save originally. It's Clark, isn't it? Off the line. That's as good as scoring a goal as a defender. I thought it was a save originally, and he got the rebound afterwards. However, top class defending there from James Clark, who's had a very, very solid 20 minutes so far.
May well be particularly pumped up for this as well, James Clark, as a former Mansfield Town player. There's no love lost between Mansfield and Chesterfield. Dobra. Oldacre. Signs of promise here, though, for Chesterfield. Colclough. Back it comes for Oldacre. Naylor. Morton was calling for it. Oldacre. Palmer. Freckleton.
Sorry, I'm just watching something, folks. Oh, that just made me have a bit of a giggle.
Solihull's ball.
Go, Cookie!
Kelly with the touch to Warburton. Palmer. Here with Harry Tyra, who's on loan from Everton, to a player on loan from Sheffield United, Freckleton. Oldacre.
Come on, Sparrows!
It's Chesterfield who dominated the possession in the reverse fixture, game that they lost on Boxing Day at Solihull. They're certainly having the vast majority of the ball again here. Colclough, Warburton, and to do some defensive work. Benton's there as well for Solihull. Morton, Dobra. Palmer's a long way forward. He might have a go, he might for a moment. Instead finds King. Jacobs. Palmer. Naylor. King. It's Jacobs offside. Solihull half-heartedly appeals. Kelly was tripped by Oldacre. And what a goal line clearance we saw a little earlier from James Clark, who has had a very good start to this game.
Started really well. And what I love about this defending, as a defender, sometimes when you can't make space, just be an extra body on the line and just drift back there, which he does so well. Sometimes you just get drawn towards the ball, but just sometimes you have that awareness that you're not going to get to the play in that middle. Just go back on the line and become an extra body.
He's been such a reliable presence for a while now, James Clark, for Solihull. I think the most minutes of any of their players last season, more than 1,000 more than the next highest. The joint most so far this season as well, along with the impressive Kyle Morrison. Players Player of the Year, Supporters Player of the Year last season, and among their better players again this season. Kelly will look to latch onto this, but just about had enough on it to take it through to Tyra. And that seems to be the plan for Solihull in short, doesn't it? Allow Chesterfield to have the ball, but be looking for Kelly in behind at every opportunity.
Well, he certainly is the best out ball. Warburton just a little bit more on that right-hand side. Probably been asked to do a little bit more defensive duties more than maybe cheat a little bit and just play a little bit higher. The problem with Andy Wing's side at the moment, Adam, is that every time they've won the ball back, they've given it away far too quickly. And you can't play counter-attacking football when you're giving away the ball so quickly in your own half and not allowing your defence to get up, your midfield and then your counter-attacking players to get forward.
Freckleton. Aldershot, another one of the sides in action in their derby match with Woking today, and they've taken the lead through Laurent Tollage. What a great season he's having. His 15th goal in all competitions, his 10th in the National League. Aldershot in front at Kinfields, a game that finished goalless in the reverse fixture on Boxing Day. Kelly, trapped by Palmer. Kelly's got away, and he's got Warburton in support. Just a slightly heavy first touch there from Warburton. And now Chesterfield sick to counter. Dobra got away from Osborne. Colclough shows down the line. Grigg is in the box. Jacobs is arriving too. Colclough. Jacobs couldn't quite apply the finish. And it's Clark who brings it clear for Solihull.
Come on, Chesterfield!
A busy day in the National League, and you can see all the goals in our highlight show tonight as Dobra gets on it here. Just to confirm it isn't tonight, I said tonight's tomorrow morning. You can see all the goals from today's games. We'll include the highlights of this one. Osborne's the player struggling here. It's a real key presence in that midfield for them, the captain.
Come on, we're better than this, man!
Was born in Solihull. His creativity can be so key, particularly when they're looking to try and seek out players like Kelly and Beck. King with the cross, and turned behind for a corner by Benton.
Come on, lads!
It's quick play there, the quick little give and go from the throw-in. Osborne still not moving freely to stop the cross coming in there from Jeff King.
Beck has been brought back to defend this set piece. Comfortable take really in the end for Nick Hayes. Loan from Ipswich, Nick Hayes. I think it really harmed them. I don't know if you agree, Adam, when, because of course the England Youth International Tommy Simkin had started the season in goal for Solihull, but was recalled by Stoke at very short notice in early November. And he provided a lot of stability behind that defence, didn't he?
He did. I know that was a big loss for Andy Wing, losing him when he did, and giving the faith in a young goalkeeper as well. Certainly had high expectations of him, and certainly felt that it was going to be a big presence for them between the sticks, but losing him. Lost Callum Howe also late in pre-season as well, so he's lost key players at key stages, Andy Wing, this season, which hasn't been ideal for preparation for games.
It's now the fourth league appearance of his loan spell for Hayes, hoping to provide that stability that maybe they lost with Simkin going back to the Potters. He's only played once since he went back to Stoke as well. I told you earlier that Aldershot had taken the lead in the derby at Woking at Kingfield. Woking now have equalised. Reece Brown.
Come on, Chesterfield, come on, lads!
Here with Colclough. Left by Jacobs. Colclough now finds King. Chesterfield looking dangerous. King trying to find some room. Back with Oldacre. Horton. Oldacre. Kelly with the challenge. Off the ref it came. And Chesterfield. How do you get the free kick? Well, that'll be interesting to see again because he seemed to blow his whistle pretty late there, the referee. It come off him.
Yeah, I think it's maybe. It was a good challenge here when I first saw it. Maybe not the challenge there from Kelly. It comes off the referee and then he has to stop it because he's interfering with play. But the advantage was certainly there for Solihull Moors to counter-attack.
Oldacre. Shed over half an hour gone as Colclough has a go. I was telling you about an equaliser for Woking. Reece Brown has scored the Cards' first goal under their new manager, Michael Doyle, in his third match in charge. Michael Doyle, who was at Notts County prior to going to Woking. It's also Woking's first home league goal in 8 hours and 44 minutes of play.
Come on, Chesterfield.
Since October the 3rd. The 3rd of October, I should say. What have we made of the first 32 minutes here?
I think it's been almost like a game of chess. Paul Cook's side are going to be dominant in possession and Andy Wing's team are going to try and play on the counter-attacking football. A lot of bodies behind the ball, deep in their own half, Solihull Moors, which is always going to be hard to break down as a side. And that shot from Colclough is a frustration more than anything. That shows that the game plan is working for Andy Wing's team.
Osborne with the cross and backs in there, and he just couldn't quite grow enough to get on the end of that.
He knows that's a chance.
Come on, Chesterfield.
Whether he thinks that Ash Palmer may have got a little touch on it, or he just can't quite get the height on the jump. It's good build-up play there, finally from Solihull Moors. Lovely drilled ball in there from the right-hand side, just maybe a little bit high there, even for Mark Beck to get on the end of.
Scored twice in his last 3 games, and if you go further back, 3 in his last 6 games for Mark Beck. He's been in decent form.
Come on, Barrett.
In the reverse fixture along with Beck. Kelly looking to time his run. He's timed it well, and the goalkeeper's off his line. And Warburton! Solihull Moors in front. Really nice move. Kelly with the assist.
It's Chesterfield 0, Solihull Moors 1. Dominate the game and we don't score.
I think Jeff King's playing everyone on sides, and finally that time run, but Josh Kelly to bring this ball down like he did, the control that he did there to square it to Matty Warburton was exquisite. See King at the bottom of your screen there, he's playing everyone on side. Kelly with the perfectly timed run. That is brilliant there from him, because if he takes an extra touch, then I don't think that Matty Warburton gets on the end of this. But it's a touch and a pass, touch there, pass there, finish. Brilliant, brilliant goal there from Solihull Moors. The game plan's worked. They found the lead.
Solihull going to do it again to the league leaders. Beat them on Boxing Day in front of New Year's Day. They're prepared to sit in for long periods of the game away from home, as we've seen here today in the first half, but they still carry such a threat on their travels, Solihull. They've now scored in 12 of their 13 away league games this season, and they're unbeaten when scoring first in away matches this season, won 5 and drawn 2. as you said, Adam, the game plans work perfectly so far for Andy Wick.
It's amazing when they've lost games this season at Southend, and they've had a heavy defeat, 6-1 and 5-0. However, they've had to be patient for that opportunity and chance, and it's just great play. I'm sure the boys will pick up that on half-time. The run from Kelly, but it's a touch in the pass that sets everything up. To bring a ball like that over your shoulder is not an easy technique to do, but then to take that second touch straight away as a pass, the awareness to put Matty Warburton in.
Oldacre, let's see what Chesterfield's reaction is like. Clark was in the way again. They do give you a chance though, Adam, Chesterfield, don't they? They've conceded in 10 of their 12 home league games now this season. Just 2 clean sheets at home in the league. As Grigg is brought down, you would expect a much higher tally, I think it's fair to say, of league leaders in that respect.
Yes, I think that's an issue that has been brought up at the start of the season, the amount of goals that they do concede and the amount of lack of clean sheets that they've had. And let's be frank, Solihull Moors have had a couple of opportunities, and one of those opportunities they've taken. Chesterfield have had a handful of chances of transition and balls into the box, passes in the final third, find themselves a goal down despite the one chance that Clark cleared off the line.
No team in the National League has won more points from losing positions in the National League this season. 19. 6 wins in a draw they've had from games in which they've been behind Chesterfield. So they're good at rescuing situations. Oldacre. Walton. Colclough. Dobra. Freckleton. Walton. Colclough looking to get on the Oldacre's calling for it. Just maybe delayed it a little bit too long.
Come on, lads.
King. Jacobs. Good cross. Good defensive header too from Morris.
Good play there. That's maybe Chesterfield's best out ball at the minute. When that ball gets out to the right-hand side, the left-hand, the cutback's on every time because Solihull Moors are dropping deep in numbers, dropping deep on their own 6-yard box, and that cutback is on every single time.
King with the corner. It's come to Warburton.
Chesterfield! Chesterfield!
Oldacre. King. Oldacre. King. With the cross from him.
Chesterfield.
That's his pass back to Horton. The cries of shit from the crowds. Dobra. Works it to Jacobs. He's another player.
Come on, boys.
Horton with the cross.
Come on, lads.
Kelly for a corner. Good pressure from Chesterfield.
Really just to be seeing these bit moments out. Solihull Moors tries to shoot every time. I do think the shot on a few times now for Chesterfield players to take.
Short corner. They will pay off here. King with the cross. Nowhere near a blue shirt. Grigg. Jacobs. Colclough. Warburton with the clearance. It's a case of anywhere will do there. They're under real pressure here, Solihull. Oldacre. It's set up to be here. It's deflected. It will come to King. Who's content with a corner. Under the cosh a bit here, Solihull.
They're going to switch on a few short corners. They're better this time. Last short corner, they completely switched off.
Dobra. Oldacre. Hamilton. Final 5 minutes of this first half. Naylor. King. Work the room for the cross well.
Oh, for God's sake, man.
Ran through to the goalkeeper, Nick Hayes.
Good play there from Jeff King, because on a number of occasions he goes on his right foot and then sometimes you come in on your left, and that creates a little bit of space. Maybe we'll hope there that Alex Whitmore may have got a little touch on it to take it past his goalkeeper. It's an area of the game that he certainly brought into him. Jeff King coming on that left foot of his.
Kelly. It's Palmer who slid it. Next header. Osborne. Survived that spell of pressure from Chesterfield and now look to create themselves here. Solihull. Beck with the cross and Kelly with the header. They pick their moments, but there is a threat about Solihull when they...
The most pleasing aspect for Andy Wing and this Solihull Moors performance in this first half is every time they've attacked Chesterfield's goal, they've tested the goalkeeper and they've found themselves a goal. It's been a real professional performance from them, coming to a side that have blown away near on everyone here this season. Again, just another cross into the box there. Kelly this time with a little header towards goal. Yes, it's a comfortable save, but at least you're testing the goalkeeper every time you get into those positions.
Decision goes against Mark Beck. I thought it was just a lovely move from his side.
What I love about this, Adam, it's a touch there and it's the pass. Just the awareness. We spoke about Josh Kelly's game at the start of this game. His awareness and vision there to find Matty Warburton was sublime.
Well, ahead of today, only 7 National League players have directly been involved in more goals this season. He's got 11 goals himself and now 6 assists in the National League this season. He's a really good player, isn't he?
He is, and amazing. At one stage of this season, he couldn't get into this side. I think the way that Andy Wing's side played away from home, he wanted to try and combat that midfield and almost sacrifice a striker and lead with Beck, but we've seen him, mate. We know he's a quality player. We certainly know his stats don't lie. And we know at this level that players do go on to a high level and certainly exceed their expectations. He can certainly be one of those players.
Got another live National League game for you this coming weekend. It's on the Sunday lunchtime, early afternoon. Boreham Wood against York City at Meadow Park. That's on TNT Sports 2 and Discovery Plus. We've got the Trophy de Champion coming up as well, the league title winners of last season, Paris up against the French Cup winners Toulouse. TNT Sports 1 on Wednesday. That's also on Discovery Plus. I once did a Toulouse game and said completely inadvertently they've got nothing to lose in this game. Got a nudge off my co-commentator. Did you mean that? Beck. Very impressive. The performance so far from Solihull, the way that they've dealt with and then looked at times to threat themselves. Beck. Final seconds of normal time at the end of this half. I wonder what Paul Cook's thinking right now and what he'll be saying at half-time.
I think he'd just be pleased with certain aspects of this first half. And there'll be frustrations in the second half, sorry, the end of this first half, where I just don't think they tested Hayes enough in the goal.
Go on, Sparrows! Go on, Sparrows!
They've had a lot of balls into the box, they've had a lot of possession in the final third, they've had a lot of passes into the box. Apart from the Dobra chance, they haven't really had too many.
It's a good game going on at Kingfield in the derby between Woking and Aldershot. Was all square, but now Aldershot have gone in front. Tyler Frost with his second National League goal of the season, his first since early September. A grudge match, to put it mildly, that one, isn't it? Woking and Aldershot. Dobra looking to burst away. Just a bit heavy, the ball for Jacobs, but he's dug out.
Oh!
Arriving at the far post. A minimum of 2 minutes at the end of the half. Intercepted by Horton. Chesterfield urged forward by the home support at the end of this half. It's a sizable crowd in today as well. Palmer. King. Was judged by Jacobs, but Kelly turns it behind for the corner, and that just shows how collectively hard-working Solihull have been. They've done really well,
especially wide players, and Wolverton and Kelly, without the ball, they've dropped in deep and frustrated his side as much as possible. Kenny Wing was fuming with Benton on that right-hand side. He had the ball in, he wanted to chip it into the channel, he tried to go into feet and he gave it away, and that's what started the Chesterfield attack towards their goal.
Perhaps the last attack of the half, this Oldacre. Colclough. Craig got ahead on that. And there goes the half-time whistle, and how pleased Andy Wing and Solihull will be.
Half-time, folks. Chesterfield 0, Solihull Moors 1.
Open the scoring. So well set up by Josh Kelly. A brilliant assist from him. Chesterfield.
tried to bring me down. One time, two times, too many. I've been lost, but now I'm found, and I'm not taking it again. So I won't let you say I I'm leading, not gonna pay defense. So I won't run all this time. I won't, no I won't. I will fight back, stand back on my own. You cut like blood, but can't break a diamond. You are a beast, but I am a hunter. You held me down, but I'm a conqueror. You stole my life, but I am thunder. You cut like blood, can't break a diamond. You are a beast, but I am a hunter. You held me down, but I am a conqueror. You stole my life, but I am thunder. I am thunder. I am thunder. I am thunder. You stole my life, but I am thunder, thunder. You have tried to bring me down. One time, two times, too many. I've been lost, but now I'm found, and I'm not taking it again. So I won't let you say I'm leading, not gonna play defense. I won't run all this time. I won't, no I won't. I will fight back, stand back on my own. So I won't let you say I'm leading, not gonna play defense. I won't run all this time. I won't, no I won't. I will fight back, stand back on my own. You cut like blood, but can't break a diamond. You are a beast, but I am a hunter. You held me down, but I'm a conqueror. You stole my life, but I am thunder. You cut like blood, can't break a diamond. You are a beast, but I am a hunter. You held me down, but I am a conqueror. You stole my life, but I am thunder. I am thunder. I am thunder. I am thunder. You stole my life, but I am thunder, thunder. One time, two times, too many. I've been lost, but now I'm found, and I'm not taking it again. So I won't let you stay ahead, stay ahead. I'm leading, not gonna play defense. Oh, I won't run all this time. I won't, no, I won't. I will fight back, stand back on my own. You cut like blood, but can't break a diamond. You are a beast, but I am a hunter. You held me down, but I'm a climber. You stole my life, but I am thunder. You cut like ice, can't break a diamond. You are a beast, but I am a hunter. You held me down, but I am a climber. You stole my life, but I am thunder. I am thunder. I am thunder. I am thunder. You stole my life, but I am thunder, thunder. You have tried to bring me down. One time, two times, too many. I've been lost, but now I'm found, and I'm not taking it again. So I won't let you stay ahead, stay ahead. I'm leading, not gonna play defense.
Second half is underway, folks. Let me go and get scoreboard on. Yep, there you go. I'm also going to be having my dinner at the same time, folks, so whenever you watch more. Go on! Go on! Yes! Oh! Come on, Chesterfield!
What was the main thing that was tested, not really missing in that first half, was really testing the goalkeeper a lot. Good quick play there from Jeff King. That's a really important save.
Corner taken quickly. 1 or 2.
Come on, Chesterfield!
Handball there as it was brought down by Kelly in the box.
Hello, Rolly, how are you doing?
Defensively, it's been such a good team performance so far from Solihull, but there's so many threats from so many different areas in this Chesterfield side. The league's highest scorers.
If you guys do want to know my reasons, if you're new to the channel, I am a Chesterfield fan, and that's because it's my hometown, and I'm from Chesterfield, so if you can understand that, I'm a Chelsea fan because my dad made me when I was 3. Chesterfield is because it's basically my home because my hometown, sir. I always like to represent where I'm from, sir. Go on! Oh! This is my hometown, sir, and I'm proud.
King. Dobra.
No, I'm proud to be from Chesterfield.
King looking to work the room for the
Go on!
over.
Oh!
Kelly.
Come on, lads!
He allows it to continue. Dobra.
Come on!
Oops.
Yo!
Pushed away for a corner. The goalkeeper pace.
Yeah, positive start to the second half from Chesterfield.
Go on, Sparrows! Go on, Sparrows! Go on, Sparrows!
The referee playing the advantage. Actually, was it from Jamie Osborne that the goalkeeper is tipped up.
Okay, question in the chat, like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, folks. Go on! Go on! Ah!
Jacobs.
Nah.
Warburton, the goal scorer.
Come on, we need to be physical!
They'll be very glad of that, won't they? That bit of respite.
Just need that little bit of a breather. Just a soft foul there to be given away there from Jacobs. You can see early on that Dobra's got on the ball early, and he's been running with the ball. She really didn't do too much in that first half. A lot of it was sideways passing and out wide and getting crosses into the box. The cutback was always on as well, but maybe if you can just drive with the players, draw players out when dribbling with the ball, can, as you've seen already, been pretty effective so far.
Warburton. Kelly's calling for it.
Come on, boys!
Ball there, but Kelly couldn't get to it.
Chesterfield! 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 Chesterfield!
Grigg. Plenty forward here for the Spire.
Go on! Oh, the post! Ah!
Started this move, and you can see him at the top of your screen making that run into the box. That would have been an option there for Clough to hang the ball up. Where he goes himself. First touch out of his feet there. So the angle he's only got is to hit that as hard, as high as he can.
Ah, the post!
Squeezes inside the post. I think it causes the goalkeeper an issue.
Come on, boys!
He spoke to Chesterfield supporters, Adam, after the reverse fixture on Boxing Day, the defeat to Solihull. A lot of them said, yeah, well, we lost the game, but we created enough chances to win it. We were just really unlucky. And well, they have knocked on the door a few times in this game, haven't they?
Much better in the second half already from Paul Cook's side. Just that little thing that was lacking was really stretching Solihull Moors.
The attendance, 8,898. Wow.
You almost feel watching that chances are going to be created and chances are going to certainly happen.
Solihull, by the way, are looking to keep back-to-back National League clean sheets for the first time since October 2022.
Come on,
Have a good record away from home, though, this season. They've only lost twice. Here's Naylor. Chesterfield look to get on terms.
Oh.
Run for Jacobs.
Okay. Come on, Chesterfield!
Momentum forward for Chesterfield.
He's been one of Chesterfield's best players this season. I think it's fair comment to say of Naylor. Kelly, he kept it in, and the pullback was into a good area, just nobody there for Solihull. Dobra. King. All chested back by...
Oh, you lucky thing.
Get it through to Hayes.
Half the cheeks of the goalkeeper says it all, but just enough in that to take it back from him.
Come on, boys!
Benton. It's up towards Beck. The chest down for Kelly. He's got Warburton in support. Warburton will hit this. He wasn't too far away. They're saying it took a nick that.
I don't see it taking Nick. Are you doing the rap? Yeah, just for the losing 1-0 Solihull Moors. We didn't play as good in the first half, if like one of those two. But the second half, we come out a bit more guns blazing and wanting to go for it more and actually create chances and actually do something.
There's a good understanding, isn't there? I said earlier between Kelly and Beck, but you could put Warburton in. So the three of them are never too far away from each other.
Three good players at this level.
Corner swung in, and Morrison was there, and Tyra with the save, and then it's off the line. Solihull say it went over.
Solihull Moors have scored.
They're celebrating it here, Solihull.
How is that across the line?
The goal is given, and what about this?
How is that across the line?
Solihull, having beaten the league leaders in the reverse fixture, are well on their way.
How is that across the line? How?
Unbelievable here, scenes. Set play, and it's Freckleton that gets a slip. The first save is
Yeah, that's across the line.
It's Horton on the line, isn't it? But it's a slip there, maybe just tripping over his own player as well. That allows Morrison that space and time that should have scored with the header. It's a brilliant save to start with, magnificent. And Mark Beck is there. I think that's a goal. It does go over the line. Whether VAR is here or not doesn't really matter. That is a goal, and what a huge goal that is.
And what a good header too.
Just shocking.
Managed to get that on target. Morrison did so well initially. Well, the gap at the top of the table reduced to 4 points after Bromley's win. Ahead of this game, this one of 3 games in hand that Chesterfield have. But if they were to lose back-to-back matches, suddenly people might start to say, could we perhaps have a title race back on again? It's a big ask still.
It's still a big ask, but then you look at their upcoming fixtures, Gateshead, Altrincham and Barnet. Majority are at home. The next 5-6 fixtures, the only way one is at Barnet and a couple of cup games in that as well.
We're 2-0 down. We just need to get going, for crying out loud. That's what does annoy me.
Jacobs, I wonder how long it will be before Paul Cook makes changes here. 10-0 in the second half, they're 2-0 down. Oldacre.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy.
The decision eventually goes the Spy-Right's way.
We're talking, Mom.
Oh, he certainly does. Mandeville, Berry, Quigley and Banks in particular.
Dobra. Oldacre. Horton. Oldacre. King. King's cross. Was there to defend. He's so useful, isn't he, to bring back in those situations. Useful.
Come on, lad!
He does well, doesn't he, Mark Beck? Does well defending the edge of the 6-yard box from the corners in particular, but that time there, a really important header after a good cross there from Jeff King.
Horton. Holcroft wins the corner off Warburton.
That's not crucial. Goes Chesterfield's way, don't write them off, as we've seen this season time and time again, coming back from losing positions.
Palmer is one of many forward here for the Spy-Rights. Beck was there again for Solihull. Craig. It will come straight back at Solihull. The take by Hayes. I was just mentioning the table, the top of it, and this is the table as it stands. You can see the lead at the top 4 points, but it would just be the 2 games in hand. You've got to play Barnet, as you were mentioning, in January as well. Still red-hot title favourites, whatever happens here today. I do remember, if I cast my mind back, and I would say this is a better Chesterfield side, a better Chesterfield squad now than last season, but at the end of January, for a month or so, they had a really tough run, didn't they, in the new year last season, Chesterfield. I just wonder whether that might be in the back of their minds as well.
Well, certainly the pressure will be on them. It's just how they handled it as a squad and as a club. They've done well to this point to combat cup competitions and also the league as well, and the size of the squad. It's a big January for them, but they could really pull away with the games in hand, or could just go through this barren spell maybe at the wrong time. I still feel there is plenty of time still left in this game for them to turn this around, especially the start they had. But again, it's just another goal against the run of play.
It's easy to forget, very much in the title race last season, prior to that poor run in the new year. Between the 28th of January and the 28th.
Chesterfield!
9 league games, they drew 3 and they lost 6. You'd be hugely surprised if they were to have a run of that type this season. Naylor looking for Colclough. Palmer. Freckleton.
I'm in a good mood. I'm not going to let it like dampen my spirits because we're top of the league still. We've still got 3 games in hand, so it's like can afford to lose games, but these games in hand could be pivotal at the end of the season, and we got 3 games in hand.
Good run here by Naylor, who found a bit of space and wins his side a corner.
It's a good moment in the second half. So Naylor comes and also goes to play the start, counter-attacks.
Warburton got it clear.
Come on, lad!
Just over an hour gone. Those who seek to chase down Chesterfield will be delighted with what they've seen so far from Solihull today, as a card is issued here, I think for Andy Wink.
Come on, lads!
Just to confirm, it was Alex Whitmore who was booked. Recently signed from Files, former Chesterfield player. Part of that Files side that won the National League North last season.
We got to play well, but we're just not playing the football we should be playing. You know, my dad, as we said, we're playing good football, but we just don't have an end product at the end of it at the moment, and we're doing all right.
Freckleton. Colclough. Goes on the outside of Benton. And the check back by Colclough, who finds Horton. Freckleton. Palmer.
We're shocking right now.
Oldacre. Horton.
Come on, lads! Come on. Come on!
Clough up against Clark, he's wriggled away. Colclough, there's...
Yeah! Yeah! Tom Naylor! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Game on! Game on! Game on! It's not always one of these things! Come on! This is why we're top of the league! We don't back down from anyone! We don't back down from anyone!
Important he is to this Chesterfield side. It's the first time really.
Come on! Hey!
From Colclough.
Good.
Craig on the line that keeps the one off it, but Naylor is there to finish it off. Brilliant defending originally there.
Get in there.
But the captain is in the right place.
It's Chesterfield 1, Solihull Moors 2. Tom Naylor!
Just when they really needed it, Chesterfield.
Come on!
Struggling to break down what has been a resolute Solihull backline.
Come on, Naylor, lad! Come on, Naylor!
Chesterfield are the comeback kings. Could they do it again here today? Naylor now has set his best ever goals tally for a league season, by the way. He's back, effectively back home, really. Lives us from this area, came through Mansfield's youth system.
We don't say anything about Mansfield, we don't say anything about them.
Big part of the decision to
We don't say anything about Mansfield, we don't say anything about them. I keep my mouth shut.
an amazing season, as he should do really for a player of his quality.
I don't say anything about him because I like him as a player and I've seen him play plenty of times at Portsmouth. When he played for Wigan, he was... Come on, lads!
This Solihull defence, Adam, is going to come under some severe examination, isn't it?
They will do. They had to dig in deep, what they've done for the majority of this game so far. From these set play areas.
Well, boys!
In comes the corner, headed clear by Kelly. King with the cross.
Come on, boys!
The expense of a corner, it's ball, Chesterfield. It's a long time.
Oh, come on! Come on!
Corner.
Yes! You got right it! You got right the script! You got right the script!
Ball was a fabulous ball in.
I think it's right goal, bro. I think it's right goal, bro. Come on!
I said that Solihull Moors have to defend set plays well.
Come on, Chesterfield!
Done on this
We got to
occasion.
go up!
It's just a free running header.
Come on!
Creates a player that's marking him. He's got to be stronger. He's got to be better than that. You cannot afford club to get a free header.
Oh my God! You got right it.
Ball in there for him to go and attack. I said if they get the next goal, don't write them off. Now they're going to look for the winner.
Chesterfield 2! Solihull Moors 2! Ryan Colgrove! Come on!
His side in such a good position right there. The defence
Woo!
so well.
Comeback Kings! We are comeback Kings!
But it's too quick
Woo!
for the league leaders. You can hurt you in so many different ways, and
What a day.
this match has provided further evidence of that, Adam.
Further evidence of different goal scorers, one from a set play and one from a following. Full credit
Come on!
second half that questions were going to be asked of them. They've answered them.
Can we win it? Oh, if we won this.
Fancy a third.
Oh, we've had it far quicker.
Colclough.
Then. Unlucky.
The cross. One of several players recently to sign new contracts with Chesterfield Colclough. As everyone can see where this club is going. Said if we do go up, we can see them going up again next season.
It's making them look like it's some big thing.
But a lot of this is down to the spirit as much as anything. We all know the quality there is for this level of the game in this squad, Adam, but Paul Cook has instilled a real mental toughness in this squad as well.
It's always this time of the year Chesterfield fall apart. Man, easy match fix and Chesterfield win.
First season in particular, when they did lose
When we buy players, we get the goals. You know. I'm proud to be from Chesterfield. Chesterfield's my hometown club, and to me it means something to me. This promotion will mean something to me, as I was there. I had a season ticket for about 2 or 3 seasons. I had a season ticket for 3 seasons for Chesterfield Football Club. Two of them they got relegated from the. Come on. Come on, lads! Yes! Yes! Oh! Yes! Yes! Oh, it's personal! Oh, it's incredible! Oh, it's incredible! You can't write the script! The script! Oh!
It's a collapse from Solihull.
Come on! Paul Cook! You mastermind! You genius!
For the title.
And who is it? It's Will fucking Grigg! Come on, Griggy boy!
Character. This is it, all bottom. 2-0 down. And you get asked questions and questions and questions, and all of a sudden they've come out second half and they've just not let Solihull Moors off. They have been relentless, and this time now,
Chesterfield 3, Solihull Moors 2. Whoa, Greg! Come on!
Amanda Dobrik just does not give up on it. Keeps it alive. Greg is never.
I can't believe it! I can't believe it! Ah!
Top scorer puts them in front.
Oh my God!
How, Adam, do you begin to explain what has happened to Solihull?
Woohoo!
In this situation,
T-Lane, you might be smoking!
you have the Alamo charging at you,
I can't even believe it!
and just sometimes you just get blown off.
Oh,
And there's not really a lot you can do about
Yeah.
it apart from just trying to stay in and maybe just use your game management of slowing up the game as much as you can. But just sometimes you just have to hold your hands up and just say the quality's just been too good and we've been overrun.
we are going up, so we're going up! We are going up, so we're going up!
So Sabara coming on that change that was already coming. As Warburton is replaced, Sabara who's just...
Come on! Aye! We're Chesterfield, and we're going up! Oh! Paul cooking magic, he wears a magic hat. We're losing 2-0, but then he says for that. He told it to the boys and gave him a roll again. And then we score 3 goals and we come back all the way. Oh!
The season was on Boxing Day, came on as a sub, and now back on as a sub.
I just physically, I'm stunned. I'm physically stunned by what I've just witnessed. Oh my God. My mind's all over the place. My mind's got like
20 minutes to go here.
It's like you can't write the script of what's happening. You just, like, you physically can't write this script.
First.
It's like you physically can't write the script of what's happening, man. I did not expect.
It's just 5 minutes and 20 seconds between the scoreline, Adam, being 2-1 to 3-2. Amazing how momentum can swing, isn't it?
It is. You talk about that fight in this Paul Cook side and how things have changed mentally. That is another prime example. And this is not the first time they've done it this season. We spoke about the amount of second half goals that they've scored, but they've just blown away Solihull Moors. And you can maybe look at defensive moments. James Clark on the first one getting too tight to Colclough, that allowed the cross to come in. Then Craig for the free header from Colclough. And there's moments you look at as a manager and you maybe pick those defensive moments out, but you have to give full credit to Chesterfield that they've just come out the traps and completely blown them away.
So Maycock is coming off here. It's Jack Stevens who comes on to replace him. Signed from Banbury United in March. Playing under Andy Wing for a second time, also worked together at Banbury. Remember when he was signed, Neil Ardley said he has staggering potential, came through Oxford United's youth system. Can play as an attacking midfielder or as a centre.
Chesterfield! I'm in.
Forward by Colclough. Grigg needs a bit of support. Morrison's come across to meet him. Horton. Naylor. Colclough. Sabara. Pass to Benton.
What?
Chesterfield's setting standards even higher than we saw from the top two in last season's National League. They're currently on course ahead of today for 113 points. That would beat Wrexham's all-time record of 111 that was set last season. Not counting on 107. Remember, at the end of that season, you will never ever see a points tally as high as that ever again, and we could see it beaten the season after.
One more, we want more goals, we want more goals. We want more goals, we want more goals. We want more goals, we want more goals. We want more goals. Your defense is terrified, we want more goals. Your defense is terrified, we want more goals. Oh. God, Chesterfield. Easily 3, Dagenham 3, isn't it now easily?
3-3 with Dagenham and Redbridge. The far post former
Goals are having coming everywhere.
in that game. Somebody who's just done it for so long at this level of the game.
Yeah, good player. Good player.
If you guys like the stream, hit the like button, don't forget to like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. You are getting some clips on the channel.
Injuries and illness and never quite getting their momentum, but any cross that comes into the box, like you've just seen for his third goal there, he's going to be headering the ball into the back of the net.
Apologies, folks.
So some
Apologies.
high-scoring games in the National League today. You
Apologies for that,
can
folks.
highlights all the goals. Tomorrow morning, 7:15, our highlight show, TNT Sports 1. And our next live game from the National League is next Sunday. Pretty rare for us to have a National League game on a Sunday, but that's the case this coming weekend. And we're at Meadow Park, Borehamwood against York, Sunday 1:30, TNT Sports 2 and Discovery Plus. Ollie Banks is coming on then. He's given a bit of a rest today. It's Jacobs who comes off. He's featured in 16 of the last 17 National League games.
Chesterfield! 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 Go on, Sparrows! Go on, Sparrows! Go on, Sparrows!
Straight into the
Woo!
action here.
La, 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 la.
Cleared by Clark. Knocked down by Beck, kept in by Sabara, up to Kelly. Still life in Solihull yet. Kelly is pulled up here, which will be a worry.
Come on, boys!
So it's something Kelly thinks he can run off. Time will tell on that. Paul Cook was talking, Adam, before the game about the need for Chesterfield to remain really grounded. He was saying, look, nothing is won yet. No trophies are handed out in the first half of the season. Goodness me, his side have been given a workout today so far.
They have done, and they've shown unbelievable character, unbelievable resolution in terms of just, even though you're 2-0, I said if they get that next goal, things can change very, very quickly, and they can certainly go on and win this game. But I think the one thing he has to be aware of, that even though Solihull Moors haven't really offered much in the last 15-20 minutes, they have shown in this game that when they've got forward and they put pressure on this Chesterfield defence, they've either scored or tested the goalkeeper, so you certainly will be aware of this.
One thing that does make me laugh when I hear people say this season, look, Chesterfield are miles by far the best side in this league, and there's no competition, people say to me. There's no competition, Adam, but if you look at how many times they've had to come from behind in games, that tells a whole different story. There's been a lot of competition.
Yeah, I mean, it's not been easy for them in terms of making life difficult for themselves. Conceding those goals, playing with that high line. They've had to win games the hard way, especially here at home. And
Chesterfield! 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 Chesterfield!
Aiming to win their first league title in a decade, the Sparrites. Sabara, Clark.
I remember the title that Chesterfield won a decade ago. I remember that day. I remember that day. And it was my greatest day ever, and it represented where I was from, and it was very good.
Judged by Benton, much to the joy of the Chesterfield support. So Mafuto coming on here for Kelly. Could be a chance here. Stevens to have got into a promising position for a moment.
I think it's really important for the likes of him and Sabara, anytime that ball goes central into Mark Beck, just to gamble, because he's going to win the majority of those flick-ons and win the majority of those headers. He gets labelled into him.
Chesterfield! Chesterfield all the way, we're Chesterfield boys.
And the header from Morrison, way off target. Cook preparing to bring on one of the top assist providers in the National League this season.
Oh, but no, we're Mandeville. We're going strong now. He's our best player we've bought in such a long time.
Clough, I'm hearing, is the player who's going to make way for Mandeville. 10 assists for Mandeville in the league this season, same as Stephen Wern and Jack Bridge. Another one of the Chesterfield players who talks a lot about the great relationship he has with his manager, Paul Cook. Says he's his favourite manager he's played under, he trusts me even if I don't play well. How important is that for a player to know that, because everyone can have an off day, but what Mandeville's saying there is, look, I know even if I have a rare off day, that he'll back me, he'll support me, and he'll probably pick me again.
I think it's the most important side to a manager, that you don't have that pressure on players when you perform badly, when you're going through that little barren spell. I think with Liam Mann, we certainly know his qualities as a player, we certainly know the work rate. I think I've always felt consistency in terms of assists and goals. It's always been missing from his game a few years ago, but in the last two seasons, you mentioned, since Paul Cook's come in, has got that consistency.
Chesterfield! Chesterfield! Chesterfield!
Give you the confidence to maybe just work that little bit more for him, and certainly seeing the results of that.
Clough took his header really well, didn't he?
He did do, yeah. And he made a good run. Kane Craig was the player that
Camera!
was with him and just got
Have a bit more mad dinner, folks. I had to move it just because goals were going in thick and fast. I didn't want to knock it over and have an accident like that. So, because I'm still stunned. I'm still stunned by what I've just experienced or life.
The intensity of Chesterfield has dropped noticeably, hasn't it, since they got in front?
Dangerous period of the game now for Paul Cook's side.
Rick wins it back. King.
Come on, Chesterfield.
Banks.
Go on, boys. Come on.
King sees the decision go against him. It was a big Game at the bottom end of the table between Oxford City and Dorking today, 21st against 20th. It's going well for Mark White and Dorking, who've gone 2-0 up in that game away from home against Oxford City. Seb Bowerman has got the second goal there. What a big 3 points that could be for Dorking as they fight the drop. Only lost twice on their travels in the National League this season. Solihull. No team has lost fewer away games in this league this season.
Come on, boys!
Trail with just over 5 minutes to go here. It's astonishing really though, Adam, to say that Chesterfield have now scored 3 or more goals in 10 of their National League home games this season.
That's ridiculous, man.
Well, is it? You think about the 3, as you mentioned, against Hartlepool, Dagenham, Halifax, Wilton and East, and then you got the 4s against Aldershot, Barnet, York and Dorking as well, which, whatever you play at, that is a remarkable feat, the amount of goals that they score individually in games.
Chesterfield, we're on top of the league. We won't back down from anyone. Hello there, one night.
It was an area that really hurt Solihull in that first half when Chesterfield got to those positions and the cutbacks were their best form of outball, but they weren't doing them on a consistent basis. And now they are, which they found a couple of goals.
Come on, quick.
Well, the man whose goal is the difference is being replaced here by Joe Quigley. With his 13th National League goal of the campaign.
Well, Greg Mario, hey, well, Greg. Getting Greggy, getting Greggy.
That he's won promotion with. Runkel's a player who scored the most National League goals as a substitute this season. 5 times Joe Quigley has scored from the bench. Decisive goals as a sub in those wins against Dorking and Aldershot and Halifax.
Oh, we die. Oh, we see. Goes by the name of Joe Quigley. Joe Quigley. Joe Quigley. Goes by the name of Joe Quigley.
Freckleton.
Oh, what a day, oh, what a night.
What a game going on between Eastleigh and Dagenham and Redbridge. It's a real National League classic that they're playing out. Dagenham and Redbridge have made it 4-4. Ini Effiong with his 8th National League goal of the season. Scored for the 3rd game running as well. 4 goals in those 3 games. Stevens. Beck. Stevens has gone for the return. Oh! Got a big nudge there off Freckleton.
I wouldn't be advising him to do this too often. A little link-up play there with Beck. It's a proper shove. Sometimes you get your body between the man and ball and you kind of see the ball out and you use your strength, but for me that's a shove there where, well, another day, you never know.
It just shows you, doesn't it? This game isn't done yet. 2 minutes of normal time to go.
Oh, what a day, oh, what a night.
Stevens. Sabara's down the right. Shorter ball was to Benton. Now it's Sabara. Could Solihull find an equaliser? Mafuta. Clark. Osborne's lost it. Benton. Sabara. Benton again. Sees his shot blocked.
Just get it out!
Mafuta. Final minute of normal time.
Get it out!
Solihull committed numbers forward here. There's the crossing towards Beck.
Oh,
Saying it should be a corner.
Just a few occasions when they've passed that ball back and they've just kept the ball going across the 18-yard box. Finally, you've seen a cross into the box. And he's feeling that Beckton had almost had his shirt and also the final touch.
Let's get Adams player of the match.
Well, I think his second half performance has been exemplary. And it's been captain like where you lead from the front. Just thought in the first 5 minutes of this second half, he just drove the ball forward so well.
7 minutes of added on time at the end of the second half. 7 minutes at the end of the game.
And it's just been another outstanding performance from him.
So a minimum of 7 minutes added time. And Solihull have sent everyone forward here.
Keeper's being naughty.
Hayes will take the free kick.
Keeper's being naughty.
Is there some late drama left yet?
I think keeper's being a little bit naughty.
Stevens, the player down here. Chesterfield will get the free kick. Oh, what a comeback it's been from his side. A real turnaround in this second half. It was the captain who started the comeback, Naylor. Colclough from King's Corner got the second, and then Griggs' goal made it 3-2. And Griggs' goal, by the way, Chesterfield's 50th home goal in all competitions this season. That's in 16 games. Osborne. Oldacre. Let's squeeze that through to Sabara. Naylor.
What a day!
Pull the game off. Banks with the challenge across and quickly has it taken away from him. Came off the head of Whitmore.
We're there.
Stevens beaten to it by Freckleton. Vanderbilt. Solihull desperate to get the ball back, but Chesterfield got the corner.
Well played, the two sides quickly to react to that second ball, just to nick it off Mafuta, and then they're just using all of his experience there to try and twist and turn it up and open up a chance for him to cross that ball into the box. It wasn't there, went to side the corner, and just now just trying to run down that clock as much as possible.
King quickly calling for it in the middle. Four minutes to go. Concentration so important for Chesterfield. They don't give Solihull any opportunity to snatch something from this, and they have them where they want for the
Yeah, the
moment.
game management's been excellent the last couple of minutes. When maybe to drive towards Solihull Moors
Come on, lads!
Go into the corner, just try and keep this clock ticking down.
Solihull continue to be frustrated. What an account they've given of themselves here. I think whilst it looks like they may well lose this, Solihull, they've shown over these 2 games with Chesterfield that certainly as playoff contenders, they're to be taken very seriously. Just given away to Mandeville.
Come on, Chesterfield!
He's got Dobler up with him. Quigley's there too. That's wise to just keep possession.
Oh, God.
Horton, run back by Sabara. Dobler. Oldacre. Just 2 minutes left here. Solihull just can't get the ball back. Palmer. Player who's been there and done it in terms of winning promotion from this level. Chesterfield looking to get a 4th here.
Come on, Chesterfield.
You can seal it.
Unlucky.
Good reaction and then just cleared off the line by Morrison, who helps out Nick Hayes. So it will be 2 games in hand that the Sparrites will still have. With a 7-point lead, it would take an almighty collapse, wouldn't it, from this point?
It would do. This scoreline will remain 2-0 today. Full credit to his side, Adam. They've shown some brilliant character when you're going to get tested. They lose the last game, but what they've done when they've got beaten, they've come back again and gone on a really, really strong run. Tinkering with his squad at the minute, rotating the squad.
Go on, Chesterfield!
During this
Oh, all right, oh, all right, oh, all right, oh, all right.
they've stepped up to the plate.
Chesterfield on a Sunday night. We are partying on our way. What a day, oh, all right.
Sparrites next national league games at home to Gateshead, which will be another test. Gateshead having a good season. Solihull post-relegation threatened Woking next, and they're playing Nantwich Town in the FA Trophy. He kicks every ball, doesn't he? Ball cut, loved here already after a previous successful time here. Run promotion in his first spell. Can he do it in his second?
Yes!
Well, Chesterfield are seeking to thrill their way to the title.
Full time Chesterfield 3, Solihull Moors 2, like